Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football. On E, a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Oakland Raiders. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set. And the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Here we go.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the grab by Croft. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Let's go.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Honestly, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
Good job.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Mike 58, right there. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
3rd and 1. What will Dalton dial up? Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on some few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 17 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does. They want to make sure they get him there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL. And now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right to do it.
And Prescott stripped, and the Jags grab it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes your forces get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outside of this drive. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen beside the playoff picture looking in, so a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter from Oakland. The homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
52's the mic. Watch the run.
Hey, count. 27.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on football.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A 1st down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You got tight right there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stop them for a loss. There's the right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his...
And that is caught! Touchdown, Raiders! Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The punter, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find, because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
23 yards, the final tally. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, Hancock, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And Dalton to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. Complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a...
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. I Isaiah McKenzie, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack there. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look close.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Here we go, 47. 26. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First down, Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
47. 26. 26.
They'll run on first down. Bell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after 26. 26.
Throwing from Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
47. Here we go. 26.
On third and 1, here's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Everybody sliding. 58 to Mike. Too little, Cap. 26.
Prescott on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and you just know the guy's playing in. I really wish it could.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole.
That's a pick, boy. That's a pick. Going the other way.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They put it over. Unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Oh, yeah.
Hey, kill.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Badgley on for the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Dalton. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. and they've been on the spot just about.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Slam.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jordan, a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Hands up, lady!
Here's Mike. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Hands up!
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the run, it's Corral. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Crevon LeBlanc. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come on. Kill.
On 3rd down. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as hard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Under 10. Under 26.
Again, it's Bell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. This is Henderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll go again with Bell. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 26.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
There you go. Kill.
Watch twist. Hatch it.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders is able to extend that advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. In a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Dalton and the offense now. Down 21-13, a minute 44 to go. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. So now Dalton. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies him to get set. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Complete. That's McKenzie. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. First things first here. They got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is fourth down, so they got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Bell. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches.
They'll
keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Camille Correa. The Raiders on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Bell. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1.